Howdy, Desert Boy here. I just wanted to talk today a little bit about why would I carry a five-shot revolver. A lot of people say, well, it's not very many rounds. It's pretty limited, and it is. It is the lower capacity, but there's a lot of other sorts of advantages, trade-offs that you may get out of having that. So let's just talk about that for a minute. And first of all, I just want to remind you, these are just my thoughts and my opinions, what works for me. You got to do your own research, think about talking to experts and folks to help you decide what works best for you. You also want to make sure always that you're in compliance with all your local, state, and federal firearms laws, policies, ordinances, including, concealed carry, permits, training, and knowing open carry, whatever all the rules are. So just a little reminder about that. But getting back to why a five-shot revolver. Well, first of all, the first things about, having ability to defend yourself is to have a way to do that. In this case, a five-shot revolver gives you kind of an option for that. And it also is, as in my case, we're going to talk about, where sometimes you ask, do you really carry those? Today I have the Ruger LCR on. This is in 357 Magnum. I see I have a speed loader case here. I also carry speed strip sometimes as well. So let's talk a minute about that. Another option may be a Smith & Wesson J-frame. The first thing about the LCR is it's lightweight, compact revolver. In a J-frames, they have air weights. And most of those are like 15 ounces or a little more. LCR 17 in this case, a full more stainless J-frame might be, more in the 20 ounce plus range. Like the the difference between a 638 or 642 and it may be a 649. So just things like that. So you have a lot of options in these smaller revolvers for that. But I chose to carry this one. Partially it was because when I went to buy guns, we were in a gun shortage, like we kind of are now, about 10 years ago or plus, and I wanted a 357 Magnum, and I went in there, and that's what was there. I said, wow, it doesn't have a hammer. It's got the concealed hammer and all that. It's really turned out to be a kind of a gem of a gun for me because it fulfills this role very well, and it's got the versatility. So first of all, 5 rounds. I kind of describe the idea that, first of all, carrying is a defensive kind of enterprise, right? So 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 rounds. That's a much more defensive profile from a lot of people's perspectives. When you get into your standard or higher capacity, magazines, some people could make the case, I guess, that would be a more offensive profile to have with that. So that's for me, the first part of it, I guess. But once again, lightweight, it's compact, and it's a revolver. Well, revolvers are pretty basic. The lightweight part of it, being compact, that allows it to be carried without a lot of bulk. It's not uncomfortable. Plus, you have a lot of different options with these small ones. They've been around a while, so you have different holsters. The one I happen to have it in, is a crossbreed, I believe, super tuck inside the waistband. But you have friction holsters like this Remora. You have like this Galco, which is an outside the waistband holster. Even though it's a 357 Magnum, it's still pretty compact to where you need to make sure that it's properly concealed under your clothing if you're going to carry it that way. But it's not as long as a 3 or 4 inch one where you have that extra holster sticking down there if you choose to go with outside the waistband. And some of us, as we get older, it's a little more comfortable, I know, to carry them that way, for me anyway. Plus, you have a variety of different things for reload, right? Most people, they probably choose a speed loader. This happens to be an HKS 36 5 round. I also like Zeta speed strips, which this happens to be their sim strip. It's a 2-1-2 configuration for tactical reload top off. This one's their J-Pak, which is a 3 and 2. They also make one called the J-Clip R for Ruger because it's different than the regular J-Clip for Smith & Wessons. It's kind of like this. It's more like this type of speed loader where the rounds are all there, but you don't have to twist anything to release it. You just pull it like a speed strip. So There's a lot of different options out there, so some people like to have those options. Plus, sometimes carrying things like this is a lot lighter than carrying magazines. You know, magazines can be lightweight, but they can also be a little more bulky and so forth. Now, some people would argue, maybe the magazines have more, carriers that are accessible and things. Can be true, but you can also get, like I have here, you can get a speed loader case if you can find a way to wear it that's comfortable for you. So once again, lightweight, compact, and also a variety of ammunition. With the 357, you can shoot 38 special, 38 special plus P. You can shoot 357 Magnum. In most cases, people aren't going to shoot 357 Magnum in a lightweight gun, especially with the short barrel. You have that option, but 38 plus P, most cases is going to be good for self-defense. Remember, we're talking about the reason why I carry this mainly for self-defense purposes. But it gives you the option to have the Magnum rounds if you really felt like there's a scenario, I guess, where you wanted to carry them as a reload or loaded. So, versatility, right? And then a lot of times, cost of some of these guns are at a lower range. They're not as cheap as some of the semi-autos, but they're probably right in that price range. You can probably get them for guns between $450 to $700, depending on what it's equipped with. You can also get them with laser grips and things like that as well. So for me, it works out because once again, it allows me to have a self-defense profile. And not have, you could carry a Derringer, I guess, but then you can only have 2 rounds. And reloading's even slower probably than reloading with a speed loader or something. But with 5 rounds, that works out to getting a way to defend yourself, and also having the ability for it to be pretty compact. So anyway, I've droned on long enough. If you find this useful, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as Desert Boy always says, be safe out there, whatever you're doing. Bye now.